Hey guys, Pchild here coming at you with Challenge Rift 64 video guide with map and elite location. This video today is brought to you by GT Omega Racing. They make some of the best racing gaming chairs in the industry. So if you guys are in the market for a new chair, use the code ThePchild at checkout to save 10% and get free shipping. Without further ado, let's get in there and check it out. All right, guys, let's click on our soul mirror as soon as we get in and see what we're working with today. It looks like we have the 6-piece marauder set. We have the bombardier's rucksack, which gives us 2 additional sentries. We have Zoe's secret belt, which gives us damage reduction from every pet we have active. That's really all the notables. Nothing else here is super important except for the Bane of the Trapped will give us increased damage if things are under CC effects, and it is 25, so just being close to things will CC them and proc the effect. So without going over all the skills and abilities forever and ever, you guys can read those yourselves. You don't need me to do that for you. The basics of this are going to be number 3 puts down a sentry. Okay, so we're going to put sentries down. You're going to right click and cast cluster arrow. Your sentries will also cast cluster arrow for you. When you start to run low on hatred, you're going to left click, which is evasive fire. It's going to fill your hatred bar up, which is your orange bar on the left over here. And then you can use vault, which is your number 2 ability, to get through the rift faster and to get through enemies. That uses your discipline, which is your blue bar over here. Your wolf companion will do a couple different things. One, it's going to increase your damage, but the second thing that it's going to do when you pop it is it's also going to restore hatred for you. So that's something that you want to kind of use on cooldown to keep your hatred up, and you probably don't want to use it if your hatred is already maxed out, because you need that hatred to keep getting out sentries and to keep casting cluster arrow. So hatred is probably going to be, most people struggle with this build is they're going to be out of hatred all the time. Learning to generate hatred is probably the hardest thing of this build. Real quick before we get in, I'm going to throw a map up on the screen. It shows you the optimal route to take during this run. You can follow that, kill all the elites. Some of those elite packs are like 2 or 3 packs deep, all in one spot. So you're going to get a lot of progress from those. Try to at least save a sentry or 2 for those locations, and then you can pull more trash into the sentries as you're right clicking and casting hatred arrow. So group things up on your sentries and try to drop your sentries where the elites are at on the map. All right, guys, one thing I do want to say before we get into the rift is that your sentry stacks right down here, number 3, can stack up to 3 stacks before you even go in the rift. If you go in the rift with 1 stack, you'll start with 1 stack. But if you go in with 3 stacks, you're going to start with 3 stacks. Now, I personally like to have my vault on number 3 and my sentry on number 2. I'm just used to having vault as number 3 when I play Demon Hunter, so I'm going to switch those abilities. And as soon as we get in the rift, you are going to drop 3 sentries right here at the start, and then we're going to blow all this stuff up. I also cast Rain of Vengeance. I don't really think it does a whole lot of damage, but what it does do is it does ensure that anything in that area is slowed and snared. We want things to be slow to do extra damage to them. And then the biggest problem most people are probably going to have with this build is hatred. Hatred generation is really difficult on this build. It seems like you're always out. So as soon as we get that channeling pylon, which is right in front of your face, drop 5 sentries and then start blowing things out. Remember, with that channeling pylon, you can cast Wolf Companion a lot. So you can Wolf Companion, you can get those sentries out. You have infinite hatred, so you can cast all of your abilities. Again, like Wolf Companion. You can even cast Rain of Vengeance if we wanted to. So the next group, I'm going to come down here while I have this channeling pylon. I'm going to set up a bunch of sentries right here because we have 2 packs of elites. And I can Wolf Companion on these guys. When we start running low on hatred, we have to start dodging these frozen just a little bit. There's a lot of frozen here. But just keep running around, getting hatred, dodging frozen, shooting things, and then collecting your loot, your orbs, once these elites die. Frozen's the big killer here. The arcane sentries won't do anything to you, but the frozen definitely hurts. So you got to keep an eye out for that frozen. This is probably one of the hardest pulls in the game if you get all 3 of these packs. But as they die, you can see now that everything's dead. Look at all these orbs we got. There might have even been 4 packs there, I don't know. So, and then as soon as we get that, we're out of here. We're off to the races. That should be all of the elites on this level. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this power pylon. I'm gonna kill a little bit of this trash just to move quicker. And as soon as you get on this next level, you're just gonna go straight through this door, and there is one elite at the end of this bridge, and then we're going to finish this hallway. So popping my sentries, I got feared there. Popping wolf companion. As soon as you want to take maximum advantage of this power pylon. This is really what's going to give you that extra time you need as you go through this rift. So this portion of the rift is pretty dull. I actually went the wrong way. Sorry. Don't go down that dead end like I did. You need to come around this way. And using your vault whenever you can, whenever you have the discipline for it. As soon as you get to this intersection, we're going to start setting up our sentries again on this intersection. We can basically just annihilate all this trash. Wolf companion on top of stuff. These guys are Jailer and Thunderstorm. They're not that big of a threat. Be careful with those exorcists too, though. So again, hatred and discipline are the big problems you have to worry about in this build. So we're trying to manage our hatred right now. Get this guy killed. He's dead. So as soon as you kill him, then we're just going to run through the rift. It's just a straight line. There's another elite as soon as you come down by the exit here, and then we'll get on to the next level. Should be pretty straightforward. Again, manage your hatred, manage your wolf companion. Oh, he charged me. I didn't see him charge and winding that up. So when you die, there's a pretty big penalty. This guy's got frozen also. When you die, you lose your sentries, which is kind of bad. It really hurts your damage. So that cost me a lot of time dying to that guy. So try not to be me. Try not to die to these things. I just died again. Not really even sure how. So we're gonna grab these orbs, and then we're gonna move on to the third level. Same thing. As soon as you walk in with this third level, we got an elite right in front of our face. So we need to get maximum sentries down as fast as we can. Switching levels is kind of a pain in the butt, the exact same way that dying is your sentries don't come with you. So we got our sentries down, we killed them, picking up these orbs, and then moving through. Kind of a straight path here. I'm going to drop a couple sentries down and clear some of this trash out. Just keep plowing through this level. As soon as we get to that next elite, we're going to set up shop. Running low on timer just a little bit. All right, here's our next elite. Popping our wolf companion to get some hatred back. We're blowing stuff up. We're dropping as many sentries as we can. We're left clicking to keep our hatred up. As soon as we get this elite dead, we're gonna keep setting up shop here because this should get us the Rift Guardian. All right, these guys are almost dead. He's dead. Oh, not quite. We're at 98%, which really sucks. It would have been nice to get that Rift Guardian. There's our Rift Guardian. We already have some sentries set up here. We're going to try to pop our sentries on them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I got it with no seconds. I got it with no seconds. That is a way that you can do it. Now, there are a lot of things that I could have done better in that run. And the first thing I'm going to start with is this elite pack right here and this elite pack right here on this final stretch. I should have pulled both of them together. I shouldn't have died twice on the guy at the end of the first level or the second level. So there are definitely some things that you can clean up, but they gave me the dub for it anyways. So this challenge rift is pretty difficult. The map will definitely help you guys out. Make sure that you're pulling those big groups of trash together, and make sure that you're trying to group as many things up on your sentries as you can. So like towards the end of that rift, I thought that solo elite was going to get me the kill, and it didn't. I really should have pulled both to have been safe. And that's it, guys. This is a sentry build. This is a marauders build. So again, you're just dropping your sentries around, and then you're casting your cluster arrow to do damage. use the map, take it to your full advantage. If you have questions, you can contact me 7 days a week. I stream live on twitch.tv/the Pchild. Leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. Come ask me questions live while I'm on stream, and I will catch you guys next week for Challenge Rift 65. Peace.